Okay, so number one, I want to clarify that this is not Season 2. This is actually a spin-off series that changes the perspective of the series. This time, instead of focusing on Belle, we're focusing on Eyes and how she goes throughout the dungeon and just how she deals with her day-to-day life. That's pretty much the main point of this series. It's her perspective from Season 1. Maybe it will go past Season 1, I have no idea. But overall, though, this is a spin-off that changes the perspective of the anime. There you go. Now that I've said that, number two, I want to kind of confront something that I know many were complaining about, myself included. If you saw my recent tweets on Twitter, I was talking about how the subtitles of this first episode was atrocious. And I took to Twitter, posted pictures and stuff what was wrong, like, hey, this is horrible, this is unacceptable, because, I mean, after paying for Prime and then paying for Anime Strike on Amazon, I'm like, if I'm paying this much, why is the subtitles just so bad? And I was pointing out the problems and stuff on Twitter with pictures, and to my surprise, which, very surprised, and under 10 minutes after me posting my complaints, Anime Strike actually replied to me, and I'm like, what? Like, I was truly shocked. I'll have the, the tweet on the, screen for you to see for yourself. They replied to me pretty much saying, like, we're sorry, we're looking into it, we'll fix it and all that. And I'm like, yo, like, that is something I truly respect. Even though I still have some problems with the service because of the paywall, to how it's not supported in other countries and all that, and the very limited catalog, I still respect the fact that Anime Strike, the entire team, at the very least replied to me and my complaints and are working to fix the problem. So, if you have already seen the episode and you want to rewatch it or whatever with better subtitles, most likely it's already fixed the time this video is up. So, that's very good news. It's very good news to know that Anime Strike does listen to its supporters and that it is trying to fix its problems with its subtitles. There's still a few problems here and there, but overall, I respect a company that is willing to actually reply to me. So, you get points there, Anime Strike. Even though, like I said, I have some problems still with the service, I still respect that. That is something I love to see from companies taking the initiative to realize that they need to work or fix on something. Just job well done. Now, anyways, with that being said, this first episode, overall, it's pretty much everything you know from the original series. You have the dungeon, to the same lore, some of the same similar characters we've seen from, the original, but except we see it from a different perspective, what goes on with Eyes and her entire party. And it's a very action-orientated episode. Like, there is a lot of action and some fan service that we know from the original. So, I mean, if you like the overall style of the original series, you're probably gonna love this. But at the same time, it seems like this is gonna be of a higher level. What I'm getting at is, Belle, our MC, he was someone that was weak. He was someone that didn't really have much going for him besides Hestia working with him, which I miss Hestia, by the way. I mean, she was shown at the beginning of the episode, but I miss that entire character design. I really do. But regardless of that, though, Belle was someone that was very weak, and we didn't get to see a lot of high-level fights with him. And it seems like this time around, with, this spin-off, we're gonna get to see higher-level fights in different floors. Because right off the bat, with this first episode, we're on floor 50, and at the entrance of floor 51. So we get to see some creatures we kind of really haven't seen before from the original series, but also we get to see how the party works together. Like, the entirety of Eyes' party works together and overcomes many issues. And so this is a very interesting perspective on the series. And personally, I love the original series. I had a lot of fun watching it. I remember the memes and everything about it. It was just an enjoyable series at the time when it was coming out. And because of it coming back, I'm really happy because this is a series I'm glad that's coming out every Friday because I can look forward to it, to have some fun. And even though it's set in the same kind of timeline as the original, but I'm glad it's from a different perspective. We get to see Eyes, because she was a really interesting character. I wanted to see more about her, what was going on behind the scenes, and it looks like we're actually going to get that with this series. So if you like her character, you wanted to know more about her, and you wanted high-level fights from the original series, then this is definitely something you definitely need to jump in on and watch. And also, judging by the way the series was introduced, like the way the first episode was of the spinoff, I don't think you're going to need to watch the original series to understand this one. That's something I want to clarify. Now, I could be wrong here. I haven't seen the original source of this, okay? I haven't. However, from the way it seems, like from this episode and all that, it doesn't seem like necessarily there's too many spoilers, besides the Belle scene, but still, that's not really much of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. So, what I'm getting at is that I feel like if you haven't seen the original, you probably can dive in and watch the first episode of this with no problems at all. And if you do like what you see, you can check out the original as well. Maybe you can watch it alongside of it. I don't know. Maybe you can watch one episode of the original, then watch one episode of this, back and forth or whatever. But overall, it does seem like it's going to be fun, and it has a hell of a lot more potential than the original series in terms of story progression and some of the characters as well. So I am excited. I'm pretty excited for the series. I'm glad to have it out, and I can't wait to watch more episodes. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. I wonder how many memes are going to pop up now because of this series. I mean, I miss that Hestia meme. I really do. The little ribbon and stuff. I want more of that. I really want more of that. I love that. Someone give me a holo. Someone give me a holo, you know, meme with that. I'd be very thankful if you did that. So, yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about the return? Love you all. Please be safe. Chibi out.